Chosen one, listen to me carefully. What I'm about to share is not casual, and it is not for everyone. This message is urgent, and it is only meant for those who truly walk the divine path of God. If someone is not aligned with God, if they are not chosen, they will feel uncomfortable, distracted, or they will simply leave. And that is fine. This message was never meant for them. But if you are still here, understand this clearly. This message reached you at the exact right moment. Not early, not late. Before today ends, you needed to hear this. God arranged this encounter because something important is shifting in your life right now, whether you realize it or not. Chosen one, there are moments when heaven speaks softly but urgently. This is one of those moments. What you are feeling today is not random. What you've been sensing cannot be ignored anymore. And if you listen closely, this message will bring clarity, relief, and strength to your spirit. Stay with me until the end, because what I will reveal will settle your mind and steady your heart in a way you did not expect. Before we continue, chosen ones, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the Spirit Guide channel if you haven't already, tap the bell icon, and share this message with other chosen ones so they don't miss what God is doing. And comment 777 in the comments as a sign that you are aligned with divine timing and ready to receive what God has prepared for you.
Divine timing. Why this message found you today. Chosen one, let me speak to you slowly now, because this part matters more than you realize. The reason this message found you today is not coincidence, and it is not because you were randomly scrolling. God does not work in randomness. He works in alignment, in timing, and in precision. What feels sudden to you is something that has been quietly arranged for a long time. You may be wondering why this message feels so personal, why it feels like it's speaking directly into your situation. That's because divine timing always feels intimate. When God moves, he doesn't shout. He nudges. He positions. He places the right words in front of the right soul at the exact moment the soul is ready to hear them. Today is not just another day. Spiritually, it is a checkpoint. Not a deadline, not a threat, not a warning meant to scare you. It is a moment of awareness. A moment where God is asking you to pause long enough to notice what he has been doing behind the scenes. Many chosen ones struggle with timing. You've asked questions like, why hasn't this happened yet? Or, why does it feel like I'm always waiting? Some of you have felt restless all day, unable to settle your thoughts. Others woke up with a heaviness they couldn't explain. That is not anxiety without cause. That is your spirit sensing movement. God's timing often feels uncomfortable because it doesn't follow human logic. We want clarity before obedience. God asks for obedience before clarity. And that gap right there is where most of the inner tension lives. You see, delays are not denials. For the chosen one, delays are usually preparation. God delays outcomes to strengthen capacity. If he gave you everything you asked for too early, it would crush you instead of bless you. So he stretches time, not to punish you, but to protect you. Think about how many times you thought something should have happened already. A breakthrough, an answer, a change. And yet, here you are, still standing, still seeking God, still listening. That alone tells me something important about you. You didn't walk away during the silence. You stayed. And staying is an act of faith most people never master. This message came to you today because you are standing at the edge of understanding something deeper about your life. God is not rushing you, and he is not ignoring you. He is aligning you. Alignment takes time because it involves removing what no longer fits. Sometimes God allows waiting because he is rearranging people around you. Sometimes he delays because certain doors need to close quietly before new ones open. And sometimes he delays simply because your heart needs to be steadier before you receive what's coming. Chosen one, Urgency does not always mean action. Sometimes urgency means awareness. It means God saying, "Pay attention now." Not because danger is near, but because clarity is available. If today feels different, trust that feeling. If something inside you has been unsettled, trust that too. That discomfort is not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up gently. God does not shake his chosen ones violently. He guides them patiently. I want you to hear this clearly. You are not behind. You are not late. You have not missed your moment. The reason you are hearing this before today ends is because today is completing a cycle in your life. Something is closing, and something else is quietly taking shape. Most people miss divine timing because they are distracted by noise. You didn't. You're here. That tells me your spirit is still sensitive, still listening, still responsive, and that sensitivity is a gift. Let me also say this, because it needs to be said. Feeling tired does not mean you are weak. Feeling uncertain does not mean your faith is failing. Even the strongest believers experience moments where timing feels confusing. What matters is not how you feel, but what you choose to trust. God's timing is not about speed, it's about accuracy. And accuracy requires patience. You didn't arrive at this message by accident. You arrived because your spirit was ready to receive reassurance, ready to receive instruction, ready to receive peace. So breathe for a moment. Let your shoulders relax. You don't need to figure everything out today. You only need to recognize that God is present right now, working, guiding, preparing. And as we continue, I want you to stay open, not tense, not defensive, just open. Because what comes next will help you understand why you've been carrying a pressure you couldn't quite explain and why it has intensified recently. This is not the end of something good. This is the turning point before something better begins. And there is something else you must understand about divine timing, chosen one. God often speaks right before a shift, not after it. He prepares your mind before he changes your circumstances. That is why this message is coming now, not later. If it came later, you wouldn't need it in the same way. Right now, God is strengthening your discernment. He is helping you recognize what deserves your energy and what no longer does. Some of the confusion you've been feeling is actually clarity forming. Clarity does not arrive loud. It arrives quietly, asking you to slow down enough to notice it. You may have felt pulled in different directions lately, torn between trusting God and wanting answers immediately. That tension is not failure, it's growth. It's the stretching that happens right before stability returns. Think of it as God adjusting your inner balance so you can walk into the next phase without stumbling. Timing also has a way of revealing truth. Certain illusions only fall apart when the time is right. Certain realizations only settle in when the heart is ready. God waited until now because now you can handle what you are about to understand. I want you to release the idea that urgency means panic. This urgency is gentle. It is focused. It is meant to bring alignment, not fear. God is not rushing you. He is inviting you to awareness. So, as this day continues, don't fight what you feel. Don't rush to fix anything. Just remain attentive. Remain prayerful. Remain grounded. When divine timing speaks, it does not demand, it confirms. And today, chosen one, confirmation is exactly what your spirit needed. The hidden pressure you've been carrying as a chosen one. Chosen one, I want you to listen to this part with honesty, not strength. You've been carrying a pressure that few people ever notice and even fewer understand. It's not the kind of pressure you can easily explain. It doesn't always come from obvious problems. It sits deeper than that. Quiet, constant, heavy. This pressure didn't start yesterday. It has been building over time, layer by layer, season by season. And because you are used to being strong, you rarely talk about it. You learned early how to endure, how to keep going even when you didn't feel supported, how to smile while your mind was tired, How to stay faithful while your heart was asking hard questions. That is the burden many chosen ones carry. You are expected to be steady, even when everything inside you feels stretched. Let me say something important. Just because you don't complain doesn't mean you don't feel. Just because you don't collapse doesn't mean you're not tired. And just because God trusts you with pressure doesn't mean you're meant to carry it alone. There is a specific kind of pressure that comes with being chosen. It's the pressure of awareness. You see things others don't. You sense shifts before they happen. You feel responsibility even when no one asked you to take it. And that can be exhausting. You may have noticed that people often come to you when they need clarity, advice, or calm. Yet, when you need the same, you hesitate to ask. Not because you don't need help, but because you're used to being the one others lean on. Over time, that creates emotional weight. Some of you have felt emotionally isolated, even in rooms full of people. You love deeply, but you guard your heart carefully. You give wisdom freely, but you protect your vulnerability. That pattern didn't come from nowhere. It came from learning, over and over again, that not everyone can handle the depth God placed in you. So, you learned to be selective, quiet, observant. And while that protects you, it also adds pressure. Because holding things in requires strength. I want you to know this. The pressure you're feeling right now is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that something significant is being prepared through you. Pressure increases before expansion. That's true spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. But here's the part many chosen ones misunderstand. Pressure is not meant to be permanent. It's temporary. It's part of a process, not a punishment. You may have felt like you've been walking through a season where nothing feels light. Even good things require effort. Even rest doesn't fully refresh you. That doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been in a refining phase. God refines those He trusts, not to wear them down, but to strengthen their foundation. Some of this pressure also comes from resisting rest. You feel responsible to keep moving, keep believing, keep holding it together. And while discipline is good, neglecting rest is not obedience. Even Jesus withdrew. Even He stepped away to pray, to breathe, to be still. Chosen one, your sensitivity is not weakness. Your emotional depth is not a flaw. Your awareness is not a burden meant to crush you. It is a calling that requires care. There is another kind of pressure you've been carrying too. The pressure of expectation. You expect a lot from yourself. You hold yourself to standards others don't even notice. You replay conversations. You question decisions. You analyze whether you handled things the right way. That mental weight builds quietly. And because you are spiritually aware, you sometimes blame yourself when things don't move as expected. You wonder if you missed something, if you misunderstood God, if you waited too long or moved too early. Let me relieve you of that right now. God is not confused about you. He is not disappointed. He is not watching you with frustration. He sees your effort. He sees your sincerity. And He knows the pressure you've been under. The reason this pressure has intensified recently is because you are nearing a transition. Pressure often peaks right before release. Someone else's pace has nothing to do with your calling. God does not measure you against others. He measures you against obedience. Your path is specific because your assignment is specific. There is something else God is asking of you today. Trust without demanding signs. Trust without negotiating. Trust without needing immediate confirmation. Faith matures when it rests. You don't need to fix what God is already adjusting. As this day closes, choose peace deliberately. Light a candle. Sit quietly. Breathe slowly. Allow your body to unwind. Let the urgency of this message settle into calm certainty, not tension. Urgency does not mean hurry. It means importance. And the importance of today is this. How you hold yourself right now determines how smoothly you step into what comes next. Alignment today prevents confusion tomorrow. You are not being tested. You are being guided. Do not overthink this. Do not complicate it. Stay grounded. Stay prayerful. Stay aware. And remember this above all else. God does not rush his chosen ones into blessings unprepared. He walks them in with peace. What you do before today ends is simple. Choose trust over fear, stillness over noise, alignment over control. Everything else will follow. One more thing, chosen one, and this is subtle but essential. Before today ends, check in with your body, not just your thoughts. Your body has been carrying signals your mind tried to reason away. Tightness in your chest, tension in your shoulders, restlessness that didn't have a clear cause. These are not weaknesses. They are messages. Gently acknowledge them. Place your hand over your heart if you need to. Take a slow breath in and an even slower breath out. Your nervous system needs reassurance just as much as your spirit does. When you calm your body, your discernment sharpens. You are also being asked to stop replaying what you could have said or done differently. That mental looping drains your energy and pulls you backward. Tonight is not for correction. It is for closure. Let today be complete without reopening unfinished emotional files. If someone disappointed you recently, resist the urge to analyze their motives. Understanding is not always required for peace. Sometimes acceptance is enough. You don't need to carry unanswered questions into tomorrow. Before today ends, remind yourself of what you survived, not with pride, but with gratitude. There were moments you thought would break you, yet they didn't. That strength did not come from you alone. It came from grace that carried you when you were too tired to carry yourself. Let gratitude soften your heart, not harden it. There may also be an invitation to let go of urgency around proving your calling. You do not need to explain your path to anyone. You do not need to justify your pace. God validates what he ordains. External approval is not required for internal peace. Choose gentleness tonight, with your thoughts, with your emotions, with yourself. If you feel the urge to withdraw a little, honor it. This is not isolation, it is integration. You are absorbing what God has been teaching you. That requires quiet. As today comes to a close, I want you to trust that nothing is slipping away from you. Nothing meant for you will miss you. Nothing aligned with your purpose will bypass you. Your only responsibility right now is to remain open, rested, and receptive. That is enough. And because you are honoring this moment, tomorrow will meet you differently. The reward. Waiting on the other side of obedience. Chosen one, let me speak to you about reward in a way that is grounded, honest, and free from exaggeration. Because the reward God prepares for his chosen ones is not always loud, and it is not always visible at first, but it is always lasting. On the other side of obedience is peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, not temporary relief, not distraction, real peace, the kind that settles your thoughts, the kind that allows you to sleep without your mind racing, the kind that keeps you steady even when things around you are still unfolding. Many people chase outcomes. God offers alignment, and alignment brings a reward that outcomes alone never can. When you choose obedience over impulse, trust over control, and stillness over panic, something shifts inside you. You stop fighting life. You stop bracing for impact. You stop preparing for disappointment. And in that space, peace takes root. That peace becomes your foundation. Another reward is clarity. Not all at once, not in overwhelming detail, but enough clarity to move forward without fear. Enough understanding to make decisions without second-guessing yourself constantly. Enough discernment to recognize what belongs in your life and what doesn't. Clarity is a gift many overlook because it doesn't announce itself. It shows up as calm certainty, as a quiet knowing, as confidence without arrogance. On the other side of obedience, your emotional life becomes lighter. You still feel deeply, but you no longer carry emotions that don't belong to you. You stop absorbing the weight of others' expectations. You stop internalizing blame that was never yours. That emotional freedom is a reward. God also rewards obedience with stability, not stagnation, stability. The kind that allows growth without chaos, the kind that supports responsibility without overwhelm, the kind that lets you build without constantly rebuilding from exhaustion. Some of you are about to realize that stability is not boring. It is safe. It is grounding. It is the platform from which meaningful growth happens. Another reward waiting for you is restored confidence. Not confidence that depends on validation, but confidence rooted in identity. You begin to trust yourself again. You trust your discernment. You trust your pacing. You trust that you don't need to rush to prove anything. That confidence changes how you show up in the world. You speak with calm authority. You listen more. You react less. You choose carefully. Obedience also brings protection into the next season. When you align now, you reduce unnecessary battles later. You avoid detours that drain you. You bypass lessons you've already learned. That doesn't mean life becomes easy. It means life becomes clearer. Some of you will notice that after obedience, things begin to flow with less resistance. Conversations feel more honest. Opportunities feel more aligned. Decisions feel less forced. That flow is not luck. It is alignment at work. There is also a reward of deeper intimacy with God. When you obey, not out of fear but out of trust, your relationship with God shifts. Prayer becomes less formal and more relational. You stop trying to impress God and start listening more closely. That closeness strengthens you in ways no external reward ever could. Let me say this gently. The reward is not always what you expected, but it is always what you needed. God knows the difference. Some of you expected immediate external change. Instead, you receive internal calm first. That calm prepares you to handle the external change when it arrives. Others expected answers. Instead, you receive peace with uncertainty. That peace allows you to move forward without needing every detail. And some of you expected validation from people. Instead, you receive validation from within. That inner validation frees you from chasing approval. Obedience matures you. There is also a long-term reward that many don't talk about. Obedience builds spiritual resilience, the kind that allows you to weather future challenges without losing yourself, the kind that keeps your faith intact when life tests it. You are not just being rewarded for today, you are being prepared for tomorrow. God is not transactional. He does not trade obedience for gifts like a bargain. He shapes you through obedience so you can carry what He gives without losing peace, humility, or integrity. So if you're wondering whether choosing stillness, restraint, trust, and alignment is worth it, hear this clearly. Yes, it is worth it. Because what waits on the other side is not chaos, it is not confusion, it is not exhaustion, it is steadiness, it is clarity, it is peace. And that peace will guide you into everything else God has prepared. You are not missing out by obeying. You are being positioned. And as we come to the end, I want to speak directly to your heart one final time, to remind you of who you are and to seal what this message was meant to do within you. Stay with me for the conclusion. This is where it all comes together. Conclusion. You are not late. You are chosen. Chosen one, let me leave you with this truth resting gently on your heart. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not catching up. You are exactly where God needs you to be right now. This moment, this awareness, this stillness you feel settling in, it was all divinely arranged. Nothing about your journey has been wasted, not the waiting, not the confusion, not the quiet battles you fought when no one was watching. God has used every season to shape you, protect you, and prepare you. Even the parts you didn't understand at the time were working in your favor. You don't need to rush into tomorrow carrying fear or pressure. You don't need to replay today wondering if you did enough. What mattered was your willingness to listen, to slow down, and to trust. That alone is obedience. That alone is faith in action. As this day comes to a close, choose to rest in the certainty that God is with you. He is not distant. He is not silent out of neglect. He is present, attentive, and deeply involved in your life. What He has started in you, He will complete. Walk forward calmly. Let peace guide your decisions. Let clarity replace anxiety. And let trust become your default posture again. If this message spoke to your spirit, chosen one, take a moment now to like this video, subscribe to the Spirit Guide channel if you haven't already, and share this message with other chosen ones who may need this reassurance tonight. And comment 777 in the comments as a sign that you are aligned with divine timing and ready to walk forward in peace and purpose. Remember this as you move ahead. God protects what He calls, and He finishes what He begins. You are chosen, you are guided, and you are never alone.